Alright y'all, so the news is kind of all over the place this week, so let's see what we can do.
I ain't the only, you so lonely, insecure, they don't control me. I ain't the only, press the hole and worship me.
Make sure you go over to patreon.com/AdrianExpression. I just put up the first podcast of the year over there, and of course, as usual, it was exciting. Thanks so much to the patrons who signed up and who always contribute to the conversations over there. We always have fun. I cannot believe, like I said, that an entire year has passed so quickly. But we're here, all right? We're here and things are just as crazy as they were before. Now, I did glance over just really quickly at the world of politics, and I saw that they're over here struggling to elect a House Speaker. I think like 6 ballots or something have passed, and I don't know. Either way, it's still a mess, is what I'm trying to say. I think on December 31st or sometime around there, Pope Benedict had the whatever the hell and passed away and died. I'm just like, okay, girl. What do y'all want me to say? The only thing that I'm concerned about are the victims and the victims' families. When you're talking about the Catholic motherfucking church, those are the only people that I'm concerned about. The people who are falling victim to these nasty ass clergymen in the motherfucking building. You hear what I'm saying? Get their ass out of here. So yeah, I mean, y'all High Sparrow, one of y'all High Sparrows done passed away, and I do not care. Speaking about something that is, listen to this shit. So apparently, because remember we were talking about Andrew Tate and all that stuff, and Greta Thunberg and how she completely dragged the hell out of his ass, and how that whole interaction started in the first place was because I guess Andrew Tate wanted to get online and brag about how destructive he's being, I guess, to the environment with his 33 cars or whatever. He was bragging, I have 33 cars or whatever. Andrew Tate, you no longer have 33 cars because the Romanian authorities have seized your car collection amid your human trafficking investigation thing that's going on because your dumb ass decided to post on social media. I'm sure that the police over there used clues that were bigger than the Romanian pizza boxes that you had in your response video to Greta Thunberg. I'm sure they used, but I'm sure that did not help your case. And now you're running around here. And that's my thing. I said, if you had 33 cars, why didn't your ass just go around and play in traffic instead of playing in Greta Thunberg's mentions? I don't know why, but either way, you can't answer that question. The answer to that question does not matter because you don't have no more cars. That car collection has been swept up, babes, and the Romanians said, what's the tea? That's what they did. That's what they said. They also seized some buildings that he and his brother were staying in or owned or whatever. So you're doing all this talking and you're not doing any revving. You're not putting the pedal to the metal. Nothing's happening. You thought you were about to be running around here, driving around here with Lightning McQueen. Meanwhile, you don't even have Mater. You know what I mean? Get your ass out of here. Anyway, so Bad Bunny recently made headlines because I guess he tossed one of these fans' phones in the water, okay? Like he just took their phone, snatched that shit up, and tossed it in the water. And I also saw that he was in, I don't know if it was the DR or something, he's just somewhere snatching up people's phones again. And he recently put this tweet up and talking about the whole situation, right? Because some people's first reaction to this news was like, oh my gosh, how could he do that? He's taking fans' phones, blah, 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 whatever. But he said, and I'm roughly translating here, basically he says, the person who comes up to me and says hello or tries to tell me something or just wants to meet me will always get my attention and my respect. Those who come to put a fucking phone in my face, like I'll consider it for what it is, disrespect, and I will treat it as such. And while that definitely is a choice, you know, for him to take people's phone and toss them and throw them, I understand his perspective. And I'm not saying it in the sense that, oh, every time I walk outside, there's people's phones in my face. That's definitely not the case, and I feel like that's very obvious. But what I'm saying is, like, I think a lot of people forget that these people are human beings. If you don't even say anything to this person, you don't even acknowledge them, not even a hello when you walk up to them, you just automatically coming up to them with your phone in their face. I mean, who knows, flash and everything, light all up in their face. It's like, at some point, I'm sure these people start to feel like, okay, do y'all even consider me as like, to be a human being? Like, no hello, no greeting, no nothing, not even talking to me, just immediately shoving a phone in my face. like after a while, especially they are at parties trying to be social and stuff, and you dodging all these phones. Like, I get it, and I know some people are gonna be like, oh my gosh, oh, he has such a hard life as a celebrity, blah blah blah. That's not really the point. The point is just like, if you see another human being, like, how about we just acknowledge each other as human beings first before we like start shoving phones in people's faces? You see what I'm saying? So like, I don't know. People calling him the phone thief, people calling him the phone snatcher, all type of shit. It's like, at least give people a greeting, at least ask people, hey, what's up? Can I take a picture? Can we do a cute little video together? Because even outside of Bad Bunny, you have to admit how crazy it is when we go online and we see people who don't even know that they're being recorded, whether that's for TikTok skits or YouTube fucking pranks or whatever the hell, or just random videos on social media, on Twitter. Like, people be freely recording others while they're on public transit, while they're at their jobs, while they're, you know, cashiers and people who work in the food industry, food service. Like, y'all just be sitting up here recording people. Like, fuck celebrity at this point. A conversation definitely needs to be had when it comes to like just, I mean, without any consent, without being like, hey, can I? Hey, do you mind? Hey, can we take a picture? You know what I mean? Without any of that kind of conversation, we just record people. We just record people and put them online and post them online. I saw this, it was funny. I saw this video about some woman was sitting with her child, and the child thought that someone across the way in the restaurant looked like Steve Harvey. And while the person definitely did, and the kid was so young, so it was just hilarious, obviously. So it's like, while yes, the video is funny, does this other person know that obviously they don't. They don't know that they're being recorded. They don't know that they're being compared to Steve Harvey. And they don't know that that video is being uploaded for everybody on TikTok, Twitter, whatever to see. So I think there's a conversation there to be had. Let me know what y'all think about that. So I did not know that this Surviving R. Kelly stuff was still going on. Apparently one of the last installments of it came out on January 1st and January 2nd, if I'm not mistaken. And we can end it here. This is coming from Variety. R. Kelly and Aaliyah secretly married in August 1994. Aaliyah was 15 at the time, but the marriage certificate falsified her age as 18. The marriage was annulled by Aaliyah's parents. In Surviving R. Kelly, on-camera interviews with individuals from R. Kelly's camp who were in the room when the duo wed expressed their regret over the marriage. Individuals who were close to R. Kelly and Aaliyah share new details about the legal agreement that was allegedly forged between R. Kelly and Aaliyah's family. Members of Aaliyah's family declined to comment to producers of Surviving R. Kelly per a statement that aired as part of the Lifetime docuseries. A childhood friend of R. Kelly and his former security, Jem Pratt, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, appears in Surviving R. Kelly and claims that Aaliyah's father was furious over the marriage and forced the annulment. Pratt alleges that Aaliyah's family had a contractual agreement with R. Kelly that stated they wouldn't press charges against him for the illegal marriage after it was annulled. In turn, R. Kelly sold the rights to his first 3 albums to Aaliyah's family, giving them a financial incentive. Obviously, this was described as a way to get R. Kelly to avoid jail time for, you know, all that shit. So, okay. It's like, just when you think the shit can't get any worse. I mean, it's just an all around shitty ass situation, just terrible situation. But just when you think this shit can't get any worse, there's like more and more information coming out, right? So like I always say, I wonder what kind of documentaries we're gonna be doing in 10, 20 years about the same kind of goofies and clowns, that people are over here defending today, you know? Then when the documentary come out, like I always say, okay, people gonna be, oh my God, I had no idea this happened. Oh my gosh, this was so terrible. Who could? Meanwhile, the same kind of attitudes that are, you know, empowering the abusers of today were the same ones that empowered the abusers of fucking yesterday. You see what I'm saying? So it's just fucking terrible. But I mean, the 3 albums and the family was just like, are we in pressing charges? But yeah, in light of all the violent ass abusers that we are coming into contact with today, I decided to just go ahead and share that with y'all, because the similarities between how these people are handled because between how these stories and incidents and abuses are handled and empowered, the similarities between, like I said, yesterday and today are very uncanny and disgusting. Get their ass out of here. Anyway, on that note, that's all I want to talk about. On that note, love y'all so much. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, make sure you check out my Patreon. Links for all of that are in my description box. New podcast episodes every week. Behind the scenes, early releases. Y'all already know what's up. Thank y'all so much for watching. Please stay safe out here and make sure that you have a good goddamn evening.